Yeah, today I'd like to tell a story about Valentine. In about 1987, my wife and I were living in Warrenton, Virginia, in a little community called Bealton. And we were going to church on Highway 29 outside of Warrenton. And about October of the year, someone said, we're having a Valentine dinner at church, and we want the guys to sing a song to their sweethearts. And so he said, Charles, would you be willing to sing to Maryetta? I said, oh, sure, not thinking anything about it. And then first thing you know, it was February 14th, and we were sitting down at a dinner at church, and Wayne Jones got up and sang to his wife, and then the fellow looked over at me and said, Charles, it's your turn. And all of a sudden it dawned on me that I had agreed to sing a song to Maryetta in front of the couples there at church on Valentine, and I hadn't made any preparation. So I kind of searched my memory very quickly and tried to think of a song. And the only thing I could think of was something that had played on the jukebox when I worked in a diner back in 1943, 44. A fellow named Johnny Lovelady had bought a streetcar when Nashville got rid of their streetcars and closed them out from transportation in Nashville. They made some of them into different things, and he made one into a diner down on 7th Avenue. It was kind of in back of the Knickerbocker Theater. A lot of people came there who were celebrities at the time, such as Roy Acuff and Ernest Tubb and Eddie Arnold and Hank Williams, people like that that were well known, but they acted like just ordinary people when they came into the restaurant. In fact, a lot of the people that came into the diner had their records on the record player. And you could put a quarter in a slot or a dime in a slot and play records on the machine. And one of the records that I had heard maybe many times was either by the Mills Brothers or the Ink Spots. And that's the only thing that came to mind when the guy said, Charles, it's your turn to sing a song to Maryetta. So I stood up and sang this song, if I can remember the words to it. It went kind of like this. Now who do you know in heaven that made you the angel you are? And who do you know, I wonder, that made you just the cutest little charmer by far? So I'm standing up singing this to Maryetta, and I said, and where did you get those good looks, those eyes that glow like a star? It seems they made the sun shine only twice in your sweet smile and paradise. So darling, won't you tell me, who do you know in heaven that made you the angel you are? And then the guy would come on and do the same version in just speaking to it. And so it went kind of like this. Now, darling, honey child, who do you know in heaven that made you the angel you are? And who do you know, I wonder, that made you just the cutest little charmer by far? And where did you get those good looks, those eyes that glow like a star? It seems they made the sunshine only twice in your sweet smile and face. So darling, won't you tell me, who do you know in heaven that made you the angel you are? Maryetta was a little embarrassed, but I even got an applause from the crowd. So that was my one and only song.